One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Tar Heels offense will have the football first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Lopez to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Grab behind the line. It's Evans. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Stanford. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lopez wants to fire. Fakes the grab. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Flips it out on the screen. Just steamrolling the defense. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They're dealing with a second and... Reads it, fires complete.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The run from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Stanford, with time to think about it, did not hesitate. They'll start things up with a 4th down play. Trying to do it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air, it's Kennedy. With the catch, it's Davis. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it out and putting a drive together. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. It's complete on the right side. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Lopez to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Catch in the middle, it's Savage. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Got it in the middle, it's Evans.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Lopez wants to fire. A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Got a man in the middle. Turning it on. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Throwing right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Caught over the middle, it's Ivory. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking for a gap, it's Savage. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall.
There he goes. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here's the handoff. To the 10. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations?
He's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Lopez to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. First down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw it. And the misconnection on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. Makes a connection. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Davis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continues.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinal. A great catch and run for 6. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Hard in the backfield. It's Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Motion from the wideout. Lopez wants to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Got his man! And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody
headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On fourth down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.